The world has been amazed by superheroes since the debut of Superman in 1938. Since then, there has been a variety of superheroes. There's over 200, but sadly, only a handful can be named off. Spider-Man, my personal favorite is Spider-Man, and he made his first appearance in the Amazing Fantasy number 15 comic book, says Froecha. In 53 years, Spider-Man's story hasn't changed, but as you can tell, his costume clearly has. Spider-Man, who is actually known as Peter Parker, was raised by his uncle and aunt, Uncle Ben and Aunt May, after his parents disappeared in a plane crash. He received his superhero talent after he was taken to a science exhibit on a school trip and was bitten by a radioactive spider. Marvel described the bite as proportional strength, agility, and the ability to cling to almost any surface. Most incredibly, he also gained the sixth sense that provided him with early warning and impending danger. The sixth sense helps Peter, which he calls it his spidey sense, which means he doesn't have to worry about watching behind his back when fighting or who's around the next corner. It just knows. Peter is known as a genius, and so when he received this spidey sense and his new look, he decided to make a uniform or a suit like the rest of the superheroes that he once grew up loving. When Spider-Man was first thrown into the comic book by Steve Ditko, he gave him just the classic spandex suit with a full face mask to hide that he was only a teenager. This suit has webbing underneath the arms and attaches to the side just because it gives it more spider appearance. In 4 years, nothing changed to the suit, and then John Romita Sr. took away the arm webbing and changed the colors to the new color scheme that we are aware of today, the red and blue. For over 15 years, then nothing changed until the symbiote or Venom came along. And this is just an alien portion of the suit. And it's torn black, and it will change Peter's mood from his calm, rational self, and it makes him very irrational, and he just does whatever he wants. And then in 1989, Captain Universe came along, and that was just part of a small comic where Spidey's suit turned mostly white and had a blue chest covering. From 1990 to 1992, the suit changed back to the black and red with webbing and hand attached to the arms and side, to almost solid black with the wings. In 1993, he had an armor suit because back then they didn't think that his suit was able to defend against bullets like we now know it as. In 1994 was the Scarlet Spider. This is just a cloned Spider-Man that was not good and just made people think that it was going to do good things even though she didn't. And in 1996, Sensational came along, and it just took the Venom symbol and put it in the red and black suit. In 2000, the Spider story was retold into the comic book. 2002, the film came out, The Amazing Spider-Man, and they enhanced his suit to make it look like he had more muscles and darkened the colors a bit. After that, after 2002, the movie was such a hit that there were several small films on TV for kids that made him look more of a teenager, including sneakers and a backpack. In 2003 through 2006, these are just varieties of the comic TV series that he was originally in, and they enhanced more of the spider look, adding united legs. 2007 was when Spider-Man 3 came out, and that's when Venom was reintroduced. They took his look from 2002 and just made it all black. 2009 was a small TV series, and they considered it ignored because it was dated back in 1930s, and so they gave him a fedora and just a nice jacket to kind of cover up the identity. A year later, Spidey was in the future with Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman, and a Thing in a white and black suit. Later on in 2010, he became Stealth, which a allowed him to take light and wrap it around himself so he could be invisible. And then in 2011, he kind of took the same suit, changed the colors of it, until 2012, when The Amazing Spider-Man came out, which was just a re-envision of the Ultimate Spider-Man. And this one, they took that to his original look of the red and black, of the red and blue, and made his eyes a little bit smaller. In 2012, the Scarlet Spider is a re-vision of the earlier Scarlet one, and it's from the previous movies, and it's actually of the villain in disguise. And then in 2014, this is just a re-vision of Venom as Superior. They just changed the colors from an all-black suit to black and red when Dr. Ock implanted his mind into Peter Parker's body, trying to prove that he was superior to Spider-Man. And then in 2014, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, which is the latest Spider-Man we have grown to see. And they had taken his suit almost completely back all the way to 2002. And the only difference is they've darkened the colors to make them more vivid on the screens, and they made his eyes wider. So to see the next Spider-Man suit, which is coming next year in The Amazing Spider-Man 3, we will just have to sit and wait and see if they choose to keep this look or if they're going to change it up again. Even if we cannot depend on the suit changing, we do know that the hero, who was not originally intended to be the star of the movie from Spider-Man biography, we still know that he will be around for many years, being the witty, smart, and down-to-earth hero that many people continue